Hi everyone, welcome back here to Rugby Park. This is coming up for you next is the major semi-final, which will be University Pirates versus South Darwin Rabbitohs. So I checked this just to be sure before I went out and chatted about it. So this is the major semi-final. The winner of this goes straight through to the grand final. The losing team goes off to a playoff next week in the preliminary final. At 7:30, no, 7 tonight will be the minor semi, and the winner of that will go through to face the loser of this game next week to decide the other place in the grand final. So South, top of the table, they win this, they go straight through. Pirates, second on the table, they win this, they go straight through, and the other team will get a second chance. We got the Souths just lost at B grade, unfortunately. Sorry, Chad, I'm not sure you got the update. Sorry, Jimmy, needed you here, mate. I heard you're in Canberra. Yeah. We've got a tunnel formed on the South team, ready for the teams to come on. We're just waiting for some officials. All the players are in finals mode, so there's no one hanging around in corners of the pitch and chatting. They're all in their change rooms, probably shouting at each other or being shouted at by their respective coaches. I was hoping to get someone else up here from Pirates to do some commentary. Marty, if you're down there, we'd really like you to come up here. I know you're probably busy. We've got another tunnel forming on the Pirates side of the ground, so we'd expect some teams out any minute. And we'll get this underway. South's coming out on the field here. Hi, Brett. How you going? See, you've joined already. Where's Chad? Sure, he's here somewhere. It's not like Chad to miss one of these. So who we got here? Chris Whitrod was out sailing yesterday. I'm reliably informed he was being a good boy. His missus took the esky off the boat and when she got off, so I don't think he had a lot of choice. But certainly went home nice and early last night. Didn't stay in the sailing club with me. Rocco has had an offer to play somewhere else, and he's decided to stay with South till the end of the finals, which is good sportsmanship and good teammate there. You got Jake Ranger next to him. A couple of faces that I haven't learned because I haven't been to training. I meant to go out there a couple of weeks ago, and all I did was drive a cherry picker around and generally get ready for the home game. So I still didn't get a chance to introduce myself to the new guys. I'll try and learn something by next year if you're still around. Unfortunately, no names for the Pirates team yet. They're not on the field. I hope there's a Pirate coming up here to give us a hand. Some of the names I can give you there. You've got Setter on the right. I think that's the back of Vinnie Min there. Possibly the back of Boyley next to him. Not 100% certain who that is in number 12. Can't tell from the back. Probably didn't know from the front either, if I'm honest. So Souths are ready to go. Here come Pirates onto the field. The officials are on the sideline here warming up. I don't recognise that fella, so maybe we've got some extra officials in town. Give us something to talk about. Us. Me. I know it's the only way of getting intelligent conversation, but I seem to talk to myself around here a lot. I'm going to have to get Jimmy on Skype or something. Yeah, I wonder if I can work that out at half time. So that might be... I'm not going to guess at names. I think I know who that guy is, Pirates, but rather than get it wrong, I'm just going to go, yeah, I know that guy. And the South captain, Chris Whitrod. Whitty. So we got Win from the left. As usual up here, teams have gone for the same ends of the field they came out on. So yeah, a lot of the South people I know are joining in there. Christy, how you going? Your leg looked like it's going to take a bit of work, but at least you can watch some footy. And there's James, as expected. How's the weather down in Canberra, Jimmy? So, as usual, my commentary's gone wrong already because they've gone and swapped ends. Stop looking at the comments on Facebook and start doing something useful. So, cleanly taken by Saz there. Vinny puts a boot to it. Jake has it. Boot again. He finds a bit of a gap this time. Just waiting for the tennis match to finish and we'll get the rugby underway. Vinny came on with speed. Setter takes it himself. So, yeah, tennis is over. South sticking with the forwards, trying to build a platform. And turning me as a useless commentator again by immediately sending it to the backs. Didn't go well, but support's there. They still have it. Fair few phases strung together already. They'll be happy with that. So Jake Ranger, one man to beat. He does it, rolls it down. I think that'll be a try. So early score to South Darwin there. That was a pretty settled looking performance as well. I know, I warn everybody as usual, I'm biased. Always have been, always will be. But since Pirates didn't send a commentator, there's not much they can do about it. So it doesn't look like I had replays there. Sorry, no replay. I'll fix that. I will have replays. Next. So wind's coming from the left, mine and Jake's. Medium amount of it. Yeah, wind carried that away a little bit, but I don't think it was on target to start with. Justified points for South, but 4 minutes into a semi-final, they'll be happy with that. I'm happy with that, if I'm honest. Batted back in by Wise. University looking to have their go with the ball. Their first bit of possession. South scored pretty much off their first go. There's an arm out there. And yeah, we'll come back for a penalty. South's offside. They get to have another go. Smoothly out. So yes, I got some comments about why was there a home game on the last one when we were at Warren Park. And the previous week we had no ball boys here, and that's because it was a home game here because Warren Park wasn't ready, and we went to Warren Park the next week because we could. So South's arm nearly got in there. Bit of a misstep as he went round there with a thing. But University look like they're going to be playing forwards for this bit. And it seems to be working for them at the moment. They're making a couple of metres with each pick and go. South's a bit higher that time. Pushed back. Souths have stolen it. Billy Byrne clears. Rocco's out there in midfield waiting for an intercept pass. He's back on the line now. But yeah. You wouldn't want to throw a wild pass when there's someone standing there, would you? Bit of pure Fijian attitude going on there, I reckon. It's back with the forwards. Vinny Min falls for the first one, gets back up, makes the next tackle. So there's a few too many missed tackles in there. That's how tries are scored, boys. Handling errors like that, and there was a knock-on from Souths in there. I suspect there might be something before it, because we haven't got a symbol from the ref yet. No, we're going for the Souths knock-on. University to have the put-in. First scrum of this game. Like many first scrums, that happened. So we've got Roland to give us a close-up, see if we can spot what's going on here. They're never really getting settled. So that bind looks a bit more steady on this side this time. No waiting, straight in. Been long enough already. Another quick ball. Pirates had possession for a while. They're going to want to convert this into points. There's only one person out, now two people out on this side, so they've given it to Wise and gone right. But they lost it forward. So it's pleasantly cool, I would describe it right now. There's a nice light breeze. None of the hot, humid weather we started the season in, so it should be a good day for ball handling. Souths were pretty slick for the brief period they had the ball before that first try. See how they go in a second bit of possession if they can hold this. South clear it straight to the fullback. Sends it back. Setter sends it out just over the halfway line. All inside the 22, all good. University tend to have a very good line out. Don't reckon they'll send it to number 2 this time. Okay. They don't even need to. One man from South, not sure if he's out or in there. Ooh. Jake and Setter gang up on him. Support gets there in time. Just what I was about to say, South's defence seems to be getting the measure of the Pirates' pick and go and the forwards play. They weren't making the ground they were on that first trip up the field. They make a break straight to the line and run it. Dave Boyle there making trouble. Pirates now going wide. Bring it back in. Driven backwards by South. All their forwards are still on this side of the field. A little chip. And unlucky for Dallas there. Try. See if we got the replay feature going. We still don't have replays. There's something up with this laptop today. Sorry about that. No replays. 5 points on the board for the University. University mixing up their tactics a bit there. After a lot of tight in forwards play, a little chips through. I wish I had a replay of that one. Sorry, everybody. It says it's working this time, and I don't know why it wasn't the first time. I think it's switching off. This laptop hasn't been used for 2 weeks, probably running Windows updates. Can't live with them, you can't live without them. So still a bit of breeze from the left. And not that much breeze from the left. So 5 points all. Most of the possession has been to University Pirates. South had the ball briefly at the beginning of the game, which they converted very quickly into a try. That's, I was going to say, in range of a South player getting it, but the wind took it a bit harder. University has it, well inside their own 22. That's not gone out. Setter mixes the first time, goes back, elects to run it. Breaks through one tackle. Good strong legs as well. So South set up in an attacking position again. Vinny only just got his fingers to that one. Jake won't be scoring from there. Goes for the chip behind. He's got pressure on him. So plenty of pressure from the South's backs there. Big pack of University. Decided to run it out, give them a bit more space. They were all there. That was a pretty safe move. Here comes the clearance. But that's a very strong attacking line-out position for South. How you going? Here comes 9 News. He's not going to be set up in time for this try if it happens, I don't reckon. So anyway, you saw it here first anyway. Setter in the line out. There you go. South's playing with the tactics for this finals as well. Now that's not over the line. I think I can see the ball out the back there. Or maybe it is over the line. Lost forward, says the ref, I think. So we'll have a 5-minute scrum. I didn't see the ball in there at all. Too many white boots. Well, at least I fixed the replay feature. That wasn't a ball, it was someone's knee. There you go, I still didn't see it even in the replay. So still having trouble with that scrum. Not a good place to have trouble with your scrum, the 5-yard line. There's a couple of whistles there. They're not ours. It's gone down again. That is our whistle. Christie commenting that Whitty was talking to the ref for a while. Well, given he's a front rower, I reckon it might have been about the scrum. And they've cleared it. He touched that in touch. And he's given away a penalty somehow doing it. I'm not entirely certain what the rule is on that. Souths are taking their time over this and they're going to kick it out. We'll have another look at that. So yeah, South send it out by the light pole. Back on the 22. But here's that penalty. Well, you can practically see my shadow. In fact, you probably can see my shadow on the pitch there as the sun shines through the back of the stadium. It's also shining right on my laptop screen, so you probably had a better view of that replay than I did. But again, another infringement in the line-out. This time it's University. Ooh, big hit by the two big fellas on the field there. Right, I'm going to get myself between the sun and the screen. See if I can get a better look at what happens in these scrums. Well, good pressure by South there. Scrum stays up. Good chase by University as well. He doesn't quite make the tackle, but he was there when the ball landed, which is important. Bryn Templeman takes it in. Does a lovely little backflip. Jake Ranger, they're ready from on the outside. Steps inside them, but the others get there in time. So, Souths have got the penalty for offside there. Almost went back when Whitty couldn't get his hands on it then. So that would be eminently kickable. Yeah. How are they going to go for... Well, what are they going to do? Looks like we're forming up for a scrum. Before the scrum happens, there's two big fellas coming on. It's not like South to play with a proper A-grade bench. Usually they're B-graders backing up, but they've actually got a full, not already played a game bench today, I think. It's finals time. Probably a few B-graders backing up and all, but... So that scrum looks pretty settled for South there. I think that's Dallas in the corner. So South were trying all the things they could think of to find a way in that line there and cutting back in, and they just exposed the outside a bit there for the try in the corner. Yeah, the touch judges were leaving the leaving the posts before the ball even got there. That wasn't anywhere close. Taken by the captain, Whitty. Vinny Min with a kick. And it's a lovely kick. 6 inches inside the touchline. No one can get to it. It's taken quickly by the university. Rocco's going to run it. Now that was a very flat pass. All good, says the ref. And he's got his arm out for South as well. Oh! And Jake Ranger doesn't want any more difficult conversions and brings it infield. Big impact there. One of the guys who came off the bench. Yeah, a bit early for subs, Christy, but it worked. So that's the other 2 points. 15-5. 3 tries to 1 to South. How did that get to 15? Should have been 17. 17-5. I did click the button, but I can't see the screen. It's just got a reflection of sunset on it. So that's neatly knocked back. Looked like there was a knock-on from second player there. That was very unlucky for the University. They've been following that kick. That sun would have been right in their eyes, though, so takes a while for your eyes to get you working again after you've done that. Well, just when I thought we got those scrums sorted, South went down this time, I think. So there's a little bit more time on my scoreboard that's just come into the shade than the official one. I must have missed a bit of a stoppage that I didn't notice. Not much in it. Ref won't be running on either of those times. So we're 9:40 on the main one, so a minute and a half to half time. Jake Ranger tries the blind side. Manages to step and hold it long enough for his support to get there. Gonna need a few more people there. South finally get there and secure it. And one bit temptation too much for the University. So I don't think either of them thought that was theirs. And the University... Oh. I was about to say the University must have knocked it on in there somewhere. And they obviously claimed they didn't, and that's not gone well for them because there's a penalty for chat. Billy sends a big kick. Got a bit of wind behind him, but still plenty of distance on that one. Off the top, just the way you like it. I didn't see who that came off, but Senna's offload was pretty violent. And I think there'll be a penalty for that, and possibly a card. We're going to have a chat with the officials as well, so we'll have a look at that. So yeah, the touch judge and the ref are having a little chat about that one. There was a lot of lift, but I think he let go of him before he really turned it into a head plant. So I think it'll just be a penalty. Ref's having a word, but not with a University player. Maybe there's something else going on in there. Answers on a postcard. Don't can remember what a postcard is in this day and age. So now my clock's well off because that time's been stopped. I will stop it and fix it. Well, the main clock's not running and the scrum's forming, so I'm going to assume that the time is back on and that nobody knows how long it is till half time. Not long. Not enough time to score a couple of tries, especially with another scrum like that. Now, South have had the wind with them in this half, but it tends to drop this time of day, so just because they had it with them this half doesn't mean it'll be that hard against them next half. So in the background, you can probably see the odd Dragons player warming up. So this is the major semi-final. Top two teams. Winner of this match goes straight through to the final. The grand final. The loser gets another shot next week against the winner of the second game tonight, minor semi. So now he was against the post there, and I think that's going to be a try. They're walking like it's a try. Yep, I think that's a try scored against the padding there. So it bounces off, spins, and yeah, I think he would have gone over if that post hadn't been there. So that'll be another opportunity for Jake to put 2 more points on right in front of the posts. Yeah, back when I was learning to play rugby, there wasn't any padding. There was just bits of wood in the ground with bolts in the back of them. That tended to hurt a lot. Yeah, I'm old. That's why I'm up here, not down there. That and it's A grade. I'd never made it on the pitch. And there's another 2. Somewhere around about 4 minutes to go to half time. South with quite a commanding lead. That's in danger of not going 10. It just about does. For a knockback, that was quite vicious. Now, Jake, you had your arm a little bit high there. I think he was holding on to him loosely, so he didn't want to kill him, but the arm was still way too high. Crowd getting on the action there. There's an arm out there. Could have been an offside in there somewhere. That's just my guess. Could have been a lot of things in there. Yeah, but that requires me to know who that guy is. Sorry. I hope the camera might pick that up. Because I don't know his brother. Sorry, there's an instruction as to who's who there, but I don't know who the reference was to, so I can't tell. My ignorance is still intact. University setting themselves up with the forwards again. They've been pretty good at hanging on to the ball so far. So the ref had his arm out there before that, hence why they stopped giving it to the forwards and started kicking it. And an opportunity, there's very little time left before half time to try and get some points. Guy with the water thought it was half time. He's gone off the field again. That's gone out, about 10 yards out. Now, I think there's going to be clear of the sun behind the little side stand there. They're not going to suddenly jump up into a sort of sun headshot. You'll know if one of them suddenly headlights up like a ranger that's happened. South quickly sack the potential driving maul. They're going to have to send this wide. They haven't got... Oh, no, they're not. I was going to say they don't have the numbers for anything else. There's no more blindside left. Except for the very, very bravest. Billy Burns guarding it anyway. There goes the official hooter. Mine's already gone. Hey, how you going? Alex is here.
Hello.
Alex from South. Your dad playing? Oh. So that's why there's no Jack Lawrence on the field. He's twisted his leg. So South be quite happy to see this half-time whistle after this. Hard to see this not ending up as points. The defence has been good, but you inevitably give something away at that point, especially if you're wearing a red and green jersey. What we do. See ya. So they get them all this time. South bring it down. There'll definitely be a blow up and probably a penalty try. If they can crab it into touch, that's all good. And I think they lost that forward there. They did. So we'll have half time with South's 24-5. So I didn't see who made that tackle. But they'll be relieved to go into half-time with that many points on the board, South. University, good when they had possession. Probably need to work on their defence. South have been trying all sorts of tactics, many of which it looks like they practiced beforehand, to break their line, and many of them have been successful. Speaking of Jack Lawrence, I can see him there in his work trousers. He's definitely not playing. That was his son Alex who was just talking to us. I'm going to play what highlights I have. Not many. I missed the first two tries, and I'll give you a brief break. So Jake Ranger, one man to beat. He does it, rolls it down. I think that'll be a try. No, that's not over the line. I think I can see the ball out the back there. Or maybe it is over the line. Lost forward, says the ref, I think. So we'll have a 5-minute scrum. They've cleared it. He touched that in touch. And he's given away a penalty somehow doing it. And that's Dallas in the corner. So South will try. And he's got his arm out for South as well. Oh! And Jake Ranger doesn't want any more difficult conversions and brings it infield. I didn't see who that came off, but Senna's offload was pretty violent. And I think there'll be a penalty for that, and possibly a card. Goes straight through to the final. The grand final. The loser gets another shot next week against the winner of the second game tonight, minor semi. So now he was against the post there, and I think that's going to be a try. So Jake Ranger, one man to beat. He does it, rolls it down. I think that'll be a try. No, that's not over the line. I think I can see the ball out the back there. Or maybe it is over the line. Lost forward, says the ref, I think. So we'll have a 5-minute scrum. Cleared it. He touched that in touch. And he's given away a penalty somehow doing it. And that's Dallas in the corner. So South will try. And he's got his arm out for South as well. Oh! And Jake Ranger doesn't want any more difficult conversions and brings it infield. I didn't see who that came off, but Senna's offload was pretty violent. And I think there'll be a penalty for that, and possibly a card. Goes straight through to the final. The grand final. The loser gets another shot next week against the winner of the second game tonight, minor semi. So now he was against the post there, and I think that's going to be a try. So Jake Ranger, one man to beat. He does it, rolls it down. I think that'll be a try. No, that's not over the line. I think I can see the ball out the back there. Or maybe it is over the line. Lost forward, says the ref, I think. So we'll have a 5-minute scrum. So welcome back here, half time, major semi-final, South Darwin Rabbitohs 24, University Pirates 5. You got after this the minor semi, which will be Cougars versus Dragons. So the winner of this goes straight through to the grand final in 2 weeks' time. Well, I assume it's 2 weeks' time. And the loser gets another shot in the preliminary final next week versus either Cougars or Dragons. So South with a dominant lead, and they're already raging to go. They're already out on the field. Pirates still in a huddle. Officials still in a huddle. Rocco there with Billy Byrne bouncing the ball. Officials are coming out. The Pirates huddle is breaking up. Yeah, my best hope of a commentator was Marty. I can see him walking in with the rest of the Pirates crew. I think he's either coached this year for Pirates, which means we've lost him as a commentator, which is a shame because he's excellent. And he usually brings an esky. So thumbs up, say the Pirates. Looks at his watch. Here we go. So that's gone cleanly on the bounce to South. Good pressure by the University there. Quick ball by South. Bryn taking it in. Was it Bryn? Yeah, it was. It's getting dark. What can I say? Does that this time of day. Oh, that was a lovely little move. It's just a shame it was forward. So that'll be a scrum. We'll have a look at that because if that was a warm-up game of touch, that would have been kudos for the week. But no, in that case, it's 5 degrees too much. Two things. So here it goes. There's the. Oh yeah, he didn't quite get that round. There was a lovely moment in the first half where Rocco was standing in the middle of the University back line early in the game. He was hoping for someone to fire a pass like that without looking and just grab it and run the length of the pitch, but University didn't fall for it. I would have done, which is why I'm not playing. That's a feature you didn't get with the old Warren Park. Just behind the light pole out of shot, there are a couple of, I assume, rugby league guys. Well, there's three of them. There's one of them standing on some pallets as well in his high vis. So they look like the ground staff, actually, and they're all leaning over the fence from the NT Rugby League ground, the new Warren Park Stadium, watching the Union. So, yeah, have you seen that, Tammy? You got spectators from the Warren Park side. You never used to have that. So it's found a gap, and it's bounced right over Dallas. He's got a bit of pressure on him. He had to go down there. He was going in a touch otherwise. And that's come out in favour of the University. And I was about to say, unfortunately, they've knocked it on, but they've got the penalty anyway. So if they can keep the scrum together, which has not been a good feature of this game so far, they'll be in a very good attacking position. They've been using their forwards a lot, with the forwards all in the scrum. Actually, no, they're not having a scrum, sorry. What am I talking about? Yeah, pretend that never happened. I've become scrum obsessed. Either that or Tammy's going to regret putting me on a tab for the NTRU beers. Sorry, soft drinks. Good sports. So another smooth move in the old passes there. This one doesn't go forward, goes to its man. University got close to the line like this before half-time. They couldn't quite convert it into a try. They were one knock-on, or what I would say, away from a try. Heard the smack from that one from here. That skipped off the ground, but it's all good. That was another knock-on, but there's an offside penalty against Souths. Very offside in case of Boyley by the looks of it. Doesn't look like he even thought of them all this time. His support gets there. Souths aren't contesting, they're just lining up, ready to defend again. Souths line set again, but only a metre or so out from their own try line. Who am I kidding, trying to sound like I'm not biased? Our try line. So one good drive and they'll be over. Souths hold them back. That's spilled out the back. Still doesn't make the line. Ref's eyes are everywhere. That's not made the line either. One mistake from either side from a try there, I would have said. And that's a knock-on by Souths. Okay, says the ref, apparently. Wasn't a knockdown. Jake was trying to catch it. Not sure he had much chance, but now I would have thought that was a knock-on. Probably should have done a replay on it. Oh well. Souths have the ball. They're out of pressure a little bit. Vinny's not got that one out. Solid tackle by Bryn there. And South's penalised for not rolling away. Now that's kickable. We've got time off. Words with Boyley. That'll be because Captain Chris Whitrod is off the field. Boyley will be standing captain, I guess. Well, they had a line out on the 5 metre line on the other side of the field a few minutes ago. It's not that they didn't look like they were going to score then. They just haven't converted it. And they've got 30 minutes left and they're several tries behind. I rely on Roland to do the arithmetic, as you all know. But it's not enough for them just to score a try. They've got to score several. And that was a clear knock-on. And that's, depending how that bounces quite well, actually, for the University. I think he tackled himself in the end there, though. They get it back over the halfway line. They could have come out of that worse. But all that attacking they'd done has just come back because Souths have been penalised again. So hopefully they can kick themselves back into where they were a few minutes ago. But there'll still be a few minutes left on the clock. That's gone the distance, and it's out just inside. So bloody good kick, actually. I was about to criticise it when it went over the out in goal, but it was a lovely kick. As I mentioned before half-time, that wind is definitely dropping off. So there wasn't much wind to carry that. Not as much as there was before half-time. We're just round the corner from the fire station here, so fire truck rolling out there. And Souths have that one. There was a bit of a shake of the head from the from the 9 News cameraman there. He obviously got a good shot of that. That might make the news. There was another line out. The first one of the game went exactly the same way. South's arm got across the ball. They didn't get away with it that time. They did this. Didn't look good the first time. Worse the second. Now that's gone forward. South's got away with it last time. University not getting away with it this time. Well, I think they got away with it. And I'm biased. Bit of a timing correction there. I don't have an excuse this time. Earlier, when the sun was on the screen, I could use that. It's gone now. That was good old-fashioned incompetence. So Setter's been playing the line out, but firmly back in the backs for that one. That's well taken by Dallas. So if he'd missed that, that was going straight into touch, whatever bounce it did. University well settled there. Whoa! And they've lost it forward twice in the same move. So that scrum was all manner of collapsed, but the ball was obviously out before it happened, so they carry on. So that's to put it into touch on the University's 22. University's had plenty of possession. They've been within feet of South's line several times. Long slog to get back up there from here. It's been 10 minutes now since I said not only do they need to score, they need to score faster than that, and they still haven't scored. Jake joins his forward pack, so there's plenty of support. Souths have got two men over this side. They've got big overlap. Vinny's seen it. He's passed it. Rocco's got someone outside him. Spins inside. That was cover coming out there. And, So, that was a knock-on before that hit. See if it's just a knock-on or we're going to have anything else. I think we've got time off, and there's a word being held here with one of the Pirates players. Captain's involved. So I think it's just going to end up being a penalty. So Chris Widrow immediately says they'll kick that, thank you. I'll take the 3 points. Someone's still down there from Pirates. I think it's just cramp. It's that time of the night. So I had that as time on. It wasn't. They'd stopped for the injury. We are time on now. I've probably got enough seconds to make mine at least match the main one. Not like I can lie about it. It's in shot. And that's just gone in. There was an audible ooh from several people on the Pirate side of the stand there. I say Pirate side of the stand, I think it's entirely a Pirate stand. The South boys will be all hanging around the corner of the field somewhere leaning on the fence. So we're not going to be starting that next game on time, which means I have to do paperwork. So those of you who just got a notification on Facebook, that's because I've got the game set up separately tonight, and if I don't start the game exactly on time, Facebook destroys the link. So I've put it back 20 minutes because I don't think this game's going to be over in time. In fact, it won't be. Lost forward, scrum to South. YouTube links I don't have to fix. Were you listening, Facebook? And that'll be a penalty. He just smacked that down. South thinking about kicking that, I would say. They're certainly not taking it fast, not with their scrum still on the floor. Right in front of the ref. No attempt to hide it. They're going to send it out on the full. Sorry, they're going to send it out in the corner and go for the line out. It's gone out about 10 metres, 15 metres. Touchy's still moving. Here we go. Smack down. That's dragged in, but I think that was Tommy Hiramatsu, the number 21 shirt. And there's a lot of momentum in that, and fast ball in that scrum, in that mole, rut, mess. South still have a bit of momentum, and I think they've gone straight over. Yeah, the ref's clapping that one. Good try. I'm not sure refs are supposed to clap things like that. That's my job. That wasn't a try. It's a knock-on. So maybe I mistook clap for the knock-on symbol from the side. That's what happens when you see things through red and green tinted glasses. So when the scrums have actually worked, they've been settled and South has got the drive on. So good position for them if we can keep the scrum up. There's actually some pitch damage where the last one was, so maybe the pitch has been nicely watered for this semi-final. It's a bit softer than you'd normally expect from the dry season concrete we get up here. Yep, there's the South drive, and I don't know what that symbol means. But looks like they do, because the Pirates still have the ball and expect to put it back in. Happy as the university will be with that decision. They needed, I would have said, to have scored by now. They've had the ball, but they've been unable to convert it into tries. There's that South drive again. And it's charged down. This could be anyone's. Tommy Hiramatsu in it again. That was Tommy trying to charge it down another time. Good positioning and speed by Vinny there. No gap. Forward pass, says the ref. I didn't see it. With me red and green tinted spectacles. So we'll have another one of those scrums. Bit of puffing from the Pirates front row there. Being pushed back like that is worse than doing the pushing. So South's got the drive in. There was a knock on. Tommy Hiramatsu was already out and coming the other way when he knocked it on. So we'll go back for another scrum. South won't mind. They're winning these. They're running down the clock. They've got a big lead. Yeah, South scrum was having trouble a couple of weeks back. Looks like they've been practicing. In comes the ball, long goes the drive. Out quickly this time. And that was over the 22, and it's straight out by a long way. Dallas legging it back for a quick one. Was that numbers? Not sure. Short arm. That's why you need an expert up here doing the commentary, not me. South has elected to go for a scrum. After the last three, that's not a great deal of surprise. You can hear a lot of shouting in the background. That's the other semi-final. It'll be after this one. Katarina Cougars noise is coming from the left, and the Dragons noise coming from the right at the moment. Figures. Cougars always favour the left-hand changing room. Oh dear. That'll be a try. No, not quite. Wild pass back. Wild out from Billy Byrne. Setter being a bit stable. Dallas had someone someone outside him, but didn't get it away. South's looking very fresh for this time of the game. Set across field. Rocco's there. Lucky bounce for Cass. Oh, it's still not down. Is that a try? Ref was going to have a... Yeah, it's a try. So I thought for a second that was a lucky bounce, but it was in more ways than one. There goes the kick across field. It's bounced horribly all over the place, and that's not the most dignified try, but anyway it goes down, it goes down. So if you were watching State of Origin a couple of weeks ago, there's one of those beautiful tries in the corner where you jump in the air so your legs are over the sideline and you just put it down with one hand. That try wasn't like that, but it counts just the same. Just the 5 points. So that came forward off wide Saratoga. So arms out for knock-on advantage, but Souths have the ball. Send it out to the Wizard. Advantage over. Lovely pass. Lovely run. He's made it past another one. Dallas takes it into touch. Well, we've all seen line-outs before. I'll switch back if we have any real action. So we're back live. Good line speed from South. I think that was probably not for binding in the tackle. I think there was no hand contact there at all. Okay, maybe something else. Or was that chat as well? Or we were coming back for a previous infringement. Time off. So we got changeover on South. Number 17 coming on. Back to me in headgear. Maybe that wasn't time off. We'll find out later. University all in. Not enough separation. Still having a think about it. So Wise is at the back. I was going to say, it didn't go well for them at the front of the line out last time. It didn't go well for them this time. South will repeat the line out, 20 metres further away from their own goal line. Much better line out. So that was presumably an infringement in the line out. Having a word with the South captain. So Chris Whitty, prop, wasn't on earlier. Props can come and go. Well, that's not quite right, but there are interchanges allowed in the front row, specialist players. Weren't we here a few times before? There have been many 5-metre line outs. And not very many tries. Even if the ref's clock differs from mine, which isn't running, 6 minutes is not enough to score that many points. Went back. No arms or anything, all good in there. University keep the ball. There was a double grab in there. Yep, there's the knock on. South will get the put in. So we got an interchange as well. Judging by the tape, possibly a blood. Now the official klaxon's going to go before mine. There was definitely a time off that it didn't get, and there's one time off that I overstood. So neither clock is right, but there's less than 3.5 minutes, I would say, and probably more than 3.5 minutes left and less than 4.5. Ref's opinion will take precedence. Rocco elects to kick that. Plenty of space, and it's a nice bounce. That'll go into touch. It's worked out well for a team with a big lead and a few minutes left on the clock. That's a knock on off South's hand. Ref seems okay with that. No, he's got his whistle out for something. Yeah. We're coming back for the knock on. Scrum. University put in. Yeah, it was fair to play advantage off that. I mean, it was a big knock-on, but it was going straight towards University. You'd not expect the South player to catch that one. And South win that scrum again. I fell for setter's dummy. Now that could have been done for forward. Okay, says the ref. I think we got an injury in there. So whoever it is coming off. So I've gone time back on there. Pretty certain whatever time it says on my scoreboard is wrong. Reckon there's a couple more minutes in it than that score. Now that looked forward to me. Ref says it's okay. No, ref's gone with forward as well. So this could well be the last scrum of the game. Dragons tried to sell the commentator a raffle ticket there. After the game, come back. What you doing? What you raising money for? So yeah, get your raffle tickets if you're somewhere around here off Dragons. I'll see you later. There goes the official hooter. Was that a punch in there? I don't know. First scrum that's gone well for University in a while. So, last chance for the University to get a redeeming try. Souths have pushed them off the ball there. That's gone out on the full. So, we'll come back for a penalty for offside. It's only just out on the full. So both clocks down now. Discussion about how much time is left going on, one reckons. Even I can work that one out. Looks like Souths want to keep it in hand till the time runs down and then kick it out. And time has run down, and that's it. 32 points to 5. I've got to change over, so there's no time to stay with this. I won't be commentating next week because it's not a South game. South straight through to the grand final. University will play whoever wins the match coming up, and I better do some IT.